Hey guys, so last night I went and saw Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Yeah, it finally came to my theater, and I again with as far as why I didn't I usually record a review right after I see it. I was dead tired. I ended up going to fucking bed pretty early after I saw the movie, so I am now here to review it, and it's a movie I won't have trouble fucking remembering at all. Um, Well, actually, before I get into the actual movie, um, this is of course one of those fucking times. Every so often, this happens where something has to go wrong at the fucking theaters. And it takes a while before I get to actually get to watch the fucking movie. Like 35 fucking minutes later, after it's supposed to come out, supposed to start playing. Um, so I go to sit down, you know, and I get all the trailers. I get like a fucking invitation, which I've gotten a million fucking times. Don't worry, darling, which I've gotten 5 million times. Invitation is the worst one because it's like I felt like I just watched the whole fucking movie. That comes out next week. I seriously hate fucking trailers like that. Why show the whole fucking movie? I don't feel like I need to ever watch this movie because I've seen the trailer. Pretty much reveals everything, every fucking twist, everything. So it's a whole nother rant. Maybe next. Well, I'll save for next week. But so it goes for all the trailers, and it starts playing like the stuff that plays right in front of a movie. Usually, that play the stuff that plays right in front of a movie, and okay, now the movie's about to start, and fucking goes to black, and the house lights go up. Instead of them going down, they go back up, and the screen is blank. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So now the movie ain't fucking starting. I'm like, oh fuck. So somebody goes to tell. Obviously, somebody always has to go out and tell them, hey, the movie isn't starting. So fucking it goes. So after like about 5-10 minutes, they're like rewinding the fucking projector, and they rewind it all the way to the beginning there's like stuff with Maria Menounos that plays before the trailers that like goes on for like 20 fucking minutes. Like, no fucking way am I fucking sit for this shit again. And I'm like, God damn it. And so then they fast forward a little bit and they go for the previews, and it's lands right on the end of the invitation trailer. Like, God damn it, I don't need to see this trailer again. Like, and they start playing it. Like, and it's like when I got the invitation trailer, it was like one of the first trailers we got playing in front of him. Like, oh God, please, I don't need to sit for all these trailers again. But then they fast forward it again, and then it goes fucking a little too far. And the movie, when they start back up, it's the beginning of the fucking movie. I'm like, God damn it! So then they had to rewind it again. It got the end of the Pearl trailer, which I can't wait for that fucking movie. I actually am. I'm actually looking forward to that movie. I'm so excited that movie is coming out finally. And so then they just played the end of that trailer and then played the stuff we had before it. And I'm like, okay, now it fucking starts. I'm like, God damn it, man. That was like, seriously, what the fuck? Why does it, every so often, like, this happens where there's some mishap at the theater and it takes a while before the movie fucking actually starts. But it's like, this is why people don't like going to the movie theaters. Shit like this. It's like when they go to home, they sit at home and watch a fucking movie. They don't have to worry about shit like this. And maybe if they're like watching a streaming service, you have to worry about your internet going down. True, but this is like, fuck, dude. So was kind of annoyed, with all that. It took like 35 fucking minutes before the movie actually fucking started. But once it actually started, this was actually a movie like I said, it's been out for a while and I've been looking forward to it. I've heard really good things about it. A24, anytime they make a new horror movie, you're like, I'm kind of interested. Yeah, not every one of their movies is good, men. Uh, that's a great fucking example of a movie I fucking hate. But for the most part, they do really make good movies, horror movies, and really inventive, really creative horror movies. And I was interested in like what is this movie's like what makes this movie special. It looked like any stereotypical who done it, but slasher movie, but like with set in present day with 20-year-olds in present day, and I'm like, whatever. Like it'd be interesting. It could be interesting, like with the most famous person in it being Pete Davidson. Um, and you know what? I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I did. I really did. It's a definitely a fun little movie that's different than any stereotypical whodunit. Honestly, it's a movie I'm going to try to stay away from spoilers as much as I can, except for here a couple parts I'll talk about. They're a little bit spoilery, but I obviously won't tell you who the killer is and all that stuff like I'm not an asshole. Um, I I thought the main character performances were pretty fucking good. The main girl, I could I'm not gonna look up their names. I don't have my phone with me, but it's the main girl characters you follow in this movie are the girl from Hate You Give, and the girl played Rue, also played Rue in Hunger Games. She's a really good actress. Anytime I see her, she's always really good in everything I've seen her in. Um, and she is going to this party of her friends. She's a recovering like drug addict who just got out of recovery, and she started this relationship with this girl who's played by the girl that was the sister, the girl that was the daughter of Borat in the new Borat movie, which was she was really good, and she was a person that stuck out, and she was really good in this movie. I really liked her. Like she is the character you kind of sympathize more with anybody because she's the only person that comes off like not a douchebag. This like because really this is all these characters in this movie are fucking terrible people. They all really secretly hate each other, and you wonder how the fuck have they been friends for this long because they all hate each other, resent each other, and because of the events that happen in this movie, all that shit comes to fruition and comes to the surface because of what happens in this movie. It was one of those situations with these characters that like it was only took like one fucking incident like this to fucking set everybody off and set everybody off against each other. I love it. These characters like are just really terrible people that do not like I said they don't like each other, but that's the whole gist is that they're supposed to be not the most likable characters, and they're kind of supposed to be satires on fucking uh characters like they're teenagers, 20-year-olds from nowadays. Here's where I'll get into spoil. Like, even like I said, when I saw Pete Davidson was in this movie, I should have fucking had an idea what his role in this movie was going to be because he's the probably most famous person in this movie. And usually, when you get a movie where it's like a low budgeted horror movie and they have a very famous actor, comedian, or something like that in it, you usually know what's gonna happen to them. And yeah, it happens. He's what sets off the fucking whole chain of events that happens throughout this movie because they play this game Bodies, 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 which is like a murder mystery game that basically makes them all hate each other by the end of it. I don't know why they played it because they even said there was a couple characters that didn't want to fucking play it because like they said every time they play it, it ends up with them arguing with each other or somebody crying or like it's like yeah why the fuck would you play like I said again these are just terrible people and they're not that's the whole gist they're supposed to not like these characters except for like I said I except for the girl who played Borat's daughter in Borat. She's mostly a mute. She don't say much in this movie, but that she's very good. I like her. I liked her in this movie, and like I said, I liked the girl from the Hunger Games and The Hate You Give. I thought she was really good in this too. Those are the characters you follow the most that have the most character development in this movie. That's the point. But even her, you kind of learn to kind of not like by the end of the fucking movie too. But yeah, so they play this fucking game, and it's like basically, and everything goes wrong. Everybody ends up hating each other, and they all go their separate ways. But right in the middle of the night, they find Pete Davidson outside with his throat slit. He cut his own throat is cut. His throat is cut, and they find like a sword which has his blood on it. And they like, oh shit, there's somebody who's fucking killed him, and they're all trying to figure out who killed him. And of course, that just sets off everything and everybody, and they all point fingers at each other, and they actually think, one somebody somebody is the killer, and they're trying to figure out who the killer is, and it results in them doing horrible things to each other and sometimes killing each other. Um, Also, I forgot, I didn't realize until after the movie ended. It's like that was Lee Pace as the one girl's boyfriend that just like was the odd one out. That no one knew really except her. Was only known for like a short amount of time, and it was nice seeing Lee Pace and something like it. He was entertaining for what he was in, and I like Lee Pace. I've always liked Lee Pace since like Pushing Daisies. I love it. Anybody remember that fucking TV show? But yeah, he's always entertaining in everything he's in. I yeah, like it was definitely a movie that kept my interest. Is like where the fuck this movie was going, and I was generally interested in like what the end result was going to be. And I kept like guessing throughout the whole movie, like who was the killer, what was going on, and it's one of those cases when you finally, not until like the last minute of the probably last minute of the movie, couple minutes of the movie, do you actually find out who did it. That it's like one of those, man, I don't know why I did not figure that one out. Like like when it happens, you're like, huh. It's like I went through all these scenarios, and that's the one I didn't go through. I'm like, really? I was like, that's the probably one of the most obvious ones, but I didn't think about that one. But I was like, that's kind of clever. I liked it because it was kind of clever what they did, and like what actually happened. And I'm like, huh. And it in the way that the movie, the kind of like the movie, what the movie is supposed to be, which is a satire of like a who done it and a satire of like slasher movies. It fits, the reveal fits with what the movie was trying to go for. Let's just say that, and I liked it. I thought that was I thought it was fucking kind of clever, and kind of funny. Without getting spoilers, but yeah, it's one of those things like by the end of it, like even though the people that remain after the movie, you're like, yeah, they're gonna have a lot of explaining to do. They're gonna have a lot of explaining to do. They're gonna. What is more interesting is what happens after the fucking movie. It's one of those cases like I'm gonna be interested in what the hell. I mean, obviously, don't want it. There will probably never be a sequel, but whatever. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I did. I thought it was a lot of fun for what it was. Um, Definitely recommend it. I my As far as the rest of the movies this weekend, I don't know if I was gonna maybe see Beast tonight. I got work at like 4:45 in the morning. It's like 10 a.m. and like the first showing for Beast is like 2 p.m. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might be going to see that today or later this week. I don't know when I have a day off, which yeah, I'll, which might be either Monday or Tuesday. But that I'll be seeing Beast and Dragon Ball Super later this sometime this week. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.